Welcome to another episode of Riding and Wrenching, the biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs. I am your host, Q the Rider, and I'm back. Today's video, I'm going to talk about where I've been, what's going on with my channel, and some future plans and videos that I have coming out. This is a pretty short video today, and I'm going to unveil and share with you the latest addition to the Riding and Wrenching garage, and it is not a Harley Davidson. So we're going to show you that as well. I'm not going to hold it to the end of the video. Let's go ahead and do the big reveal right now. Let's take a look. That's right, I bought a golf cart. So we're actually going to go for a ride in a golf cart today, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit, and again, talk about the channel and some other things we have coming up. All right, let's take a quick walk around the golf cart. So as you can see, it's a 4-passenger golf cart. I wanted 4 forward-facing seats because my grandkids will sit back here when they're with me. Also has, it's lifted, and it's got rims, which I guess is nice. We have armrest, seat belts. In the back, you have a lighted sound bar, and you can actually change the colors of those LED lights. Automotive style steering wheel. We have a touch screen here that's capable of displaying Apple CarPlay. Lots of storage. There's one storage bin there. There's one here, and there's one there. You got cup holders. USB chargers are right there. So it's pretty cool. And in the mirrors, you actually have your turn signals. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you have the turn signals embedded into the mirror. Turn signals on the front. You got headlights with high beams. So it's a pretty cool golf cart. And for all of that, you think it's really expensive. It's not, actually. It was relatively cheap. Well, it wasn't cheap, but for golf carts, it was relatively cheap. So it satisfies my needs. It's got a range of about 30 miles. And I don't live in a very large neighborhood, so this is perfect for me. I didn't need more capacity than that. It would have been nice, but I just honestly I would not use it here. So anyway, let's go ahead and hop on a golf cart. I'm gonna give you a tour of the neighborhood. And while we're doing that, we'll talk about the YouTube channel and some videos I have coming up. Let's roll. So back in December, I retired after 30 years in the auto industry. I spent most of that time working for Ford Motor Company, but I also worked for Toyota for a few years. And after 30 years of doing that, it wore me out, and I had had enough. So ready to move on with my life. So my wife and I had an agreement that, you know, she followed me throughout my career, and after I retired, she could choose where we live, and this is the part of the country that she wanted to be in. So here we are. So about 4 months ago, started packing up my house in Memphis. Had to get it ready to sell, so that took a lot of time, and got the house on the market. We're able to get it sold. We're going back and forth down here to the Savannah area. Found a place, bought it, moved, unpacked, and I've been spending the last couple of months just trying to get things set up, and that's why I've not been able to put out videos. Just haven't had the time. But now things are starting to stabilize, so now I actually have the time to do what I enjoy doing, which is, you know, sharing content with you on YouTube here. So let's talk about my YouTube channel a little bit. So I haven't put out a video in a little over 2 months, almost 3 months actually, and it's because of all the reasons I've talked about already. But some videos I have planned. I just completed a 4,500 or 4,600 mile trip from Savannah to Colorado. We toured all over Colorado. My goal was to tour or ride up Pikes Peak and ride the $1 Million Highway, and I did them both. So I posted my Pikes Peak ride all the way up the mountain, so I'm going to do the same thing for the $1 Million Highway, and that video will be up probably next week. And I've got a few other videos that I'm going to do on the Colorado ride, so hopefully you'll check those out. But I'm also going to do some videos on my CBO. I'm going to do a handlebar install, and I'm going to time myself to see how long it takes to do an oil change. I'm going to try to do the fastest, cleanest oil change I've ever done. So we'll see how that goes. So those videos will be coming up over the coming months. Now, I've also, this year I went to Laconia Bike Week, and I met one of my good friends, Jogo from Jogo Motorcycle Adventures. Actually my arch enemy, I hate him. But Joe and I did a slow race. Oh man, wait a minute. I think, what did I do here? No, this is right. No. Yes, this is right. God, this doesn't feel right. Yeah, this is right. So Joe and I did a slow race, and I beat him. I beat the brakes off of him. In fact, Joe's going to be sending me the Slow Ride Championship belt since he lost in such embarrassing fashion. But no, it was actually a fun ride. We went back to Mount Washington. I rode up Mount Washington with my wife. So I did Mount Washington and Pikes Peak this year. So another video that I'm going to do, I'm going to compare Mount Washington to Pikes Peak. Because they have a lot in common, also a lot of things that are completely different about them. So it's a pretty cool video. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more about those two sites, that'll be the perfect video for you. So that'll be coming out actually next week. I think I'll have that video done. Motorcycle training. Motorcycle training is near and dear to my heart, and so I've taken another lock and lean class this year. I retook lock and lean 201. That's my second time taking lock and lean 201. The first time I took it, I was not happy with how I did in the class, in spite of the fact that I passed. Lock and lean is a pass-fail thing. That's how they do it. I honestly don't care about passing and failing, but obviously passing their class is important because it means you're capturing the lessons and the techniques that they're trying to teach. So I passed the class the first time I took it. I wasn't happy with it, so I took it again, and I passed it a second time. But I did much better the second time I took the class, and I'm going to continue to train and take classes because it just makes riding so much more fun, knowing how to control your bike at all speeds. All right, so now we're pulling up to one of the many bridges that are here in this neighborhood, and it's a wooden bridge. I mean, look this, it's actually pretty cool. Now this waterway that you see over here to my right, you can have small boats out here, people fish out there, kayak, but there's also alligators out there. So they say the alligators won't mess with you yet, or it hasn't happened. I don't know. I've seen pictures of it, but I haven't seen an alligator yet. My wife has seen one, but I haven't seen one yet. But I might get one of those small boats. You know, people say not to be afraid of the alligator, so I won't. So how do I like living in Georgia? It's great. I'm loving it so far. Leaving Memphis was tough because I have a lot of good friends there, but I'll still go back and forth to Memphis at least once a year, maybe twice a year. I'll try to go back to Memphis and visit my friends. But you know, life has phases, and I guess I'm just in this new phase here. Well, I've started meeting people here in Georgia as well, so it's been very cool. I joined a HOG chapter. I'm in the Savannah Harley Owners Group. So I'm actually going on a ride with them today. I'm going to some restaurant. So I'll actually cover some of those events on the channel as well once I get set up well. But you'll start to see some coverage from the rides that I'm doing with my HOG chapter. And I'm also going to do a couple of videos on some of the other motorcycle clubs that I have an opportunity to interact with here. So yesterday I was in Hinesville, Georgia, hanging out with the members of the Soldiers United Motorcycle Clubs. The motorcycle club, I think it's all veterans, I believe, but real cool guys. It was great hanging out with them, and I'm definitely going to go back. But there's several other motorcycle clubs here. I'm going to go check them out as well, and so I'll cover some of those on the channel as well. I also went to church with Wood Jr. So been following Wood Jr. for a long time and watching his post sermon video recaps for a while, and decided, I reached out to them and went to church with them. So it's a really nice church. I'm going to go back there again. But in any event, that's all I have. I'm not going to bore you to death anymore in this video. Again, stay tuned for some of the other content that I talked about. Check me out on Splitting Lanes with Robert Simmons and Finesse the Challenger. We are having a great time on there. It's just basic garage talk. Also, check out my EV channel, Raw EV. And I'm going to go do a much more in-depth review of my golf cart on that channel. So check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, stay tuned for more motorcycle content. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, I'm out.